So,
Utilities down there.
I think we could call the August meeting of the Township, Batavia Township Board to order. And, Mr. West, how would you like to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Absolutely. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And I will ask the clerk to call the roll.
Walt Donner,
Present?
Troy Tusana,
Here.
John West,
Here.
Jennifer Zorin,
Here.
Lee Tracy.
Here. And you have, next item on the agenda is approval of the minutes from the July meeting.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Motion to approve, is there a second?
I'll second.
Is there any discussion or corrections?
Didn't see any.
If not, then let's have the clerk call the roll on approval of the minutes of the July 9 meeting.
Zorin,
Yes.
Donner,
Yes.
Tusana,
Yes.
West,
Yes.
Tracy.
Yes. And actually I think, I don't know whether I sent it or not, but there is a copy of the supervisor's report which starts out with the bank information. We also have bank statements, but to make a short notice about this is that we have closed the U.S. Bank General Assistance Fund, we have closed the U.S. Bank Road Fund, and we will soon close the general fund and transfer that to the St. Charles Bank. So there is still $1,650.20 in the U.S. Bank, and the bank balances for the accounts in the St. Charles Bank are listed there. So to make a long story short, we have in the banks, as of the end of July, and then I updated it to yesterday, so that as of yesterday we have $1,400,531.37. The budget reports as of July 31st,
I guess not.
the only places that there are some problems that you may have noticed is in the general fund, where we should have 2/3 of the year remaining just to break even. The general fund is behind, general assistance fund is way behind, and the assessor's fund is slightly behind. So there are some solutions to that which I will suggest later on. Just want to confirm that we have, I think, myself, Sarah Moses, John West, Troy Tusana, and I think Penny, going to the TOI event in St. Charles on August 27th. I sort of tentatively scheduled this dedication of the Jim Anderson Memorial Crabapple Tree for September, but looking at it, crabapple trees don't look too good this time of year. So I'm going to suggest that we do that in the spring, and I have been communicating with Denny Anderson, who actually suggested we do it on September 21st, which was Jim's birthday. But I'm going to suggest to him that we'd like to move that to May, June, something like that. May. Sometime in May.
So we're gonna do that, or you're gonna wait for Denny to say okay?
I'm just going to suggest to him that that's when we want to move it to, and let him, because there are family members who are interested in coming.
So don't cancel it yet.
So yeah, I'm just going to give him that alternative.
And you said the 21st, did you mean the 22nd?
Well, the 22nd is what I had. He wanted it on the 21st, the Saturday. And I haven't confirmed anything with him so
Yeah,
far.
I don't mind. Every day.
Well,
If it works better for his family on the 21st, I think we should
Yeah.
have it the 21st.
well, why don't I suggest to him an alternative in the spring, or if he'd like to do it Saturday, September 21st, we can do it then. And we'll make a decision.
Sounds good.
How's
Well, I get
that?
your point. If the tree looks like,
Well, all crabapple,
it's not
Yeah.
well, then that's,
well, all
I
crabapple
see your
trees,
point
Yeah.
there.
all
so-
crabapple trees don't look too good by this time of the year.
No. I think it would be great if we had a robust tree out there for
Yeah,
them,
we're flowering.
A flowering tree. Well,
but you'll have to see.
I will work on it, okay? Anything else? If not, then let's move on to the approval of the bills. So I will entertain a motion to approve the payment of the general and assessor fund, the general fund bills in the amount of $239,636.56.
So move.
Is there a second?
1 second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? I just mentioned that there's some big items here. I'm proposing that we pay we give the mental health board their money in 3 installments in August, September, and October. So that amounts to $154,000 plus each month. Any other questions? You'll note that we are now employing Sarah's daughter, Isabella, or Bella, has replaced our cleaning service. So we're paying her $50 a week for cleaning. Any other questions?
You have US bank credit card splits.
Yeah, what happens is we split the credit card between those charges which go to the assessor and those which go to the general fund.
So we have in the general fund $1,752.
Yes, a lot of that is, there are things like the internet and VoIA, which is the phone service, that are on the credit card. Also on the credit card is payments that have gone to TOI. One large one is the annual dues that we pay.
That's on the US Bank? Because there
Yeah,
is a
it's
line.
yes, yeah, they were charged to the
Okay, because
credit
there's a
card.
line for TOI also.
Hmm?
There's a line for TOI also. $1,000, 94 cents, $94.11.
That is the payment for the TOI conference registration.
Okay.
So, let's have the clerk call the roll on the payment of the bills for the general fund, the assessor bills, in the amount of $239,636.56.
Chisana,
Yes.
West,
Yes.
Zorn,
Yes.
Donnet,
Yes.
Tracy.
Yes. Have a motion to pay the road fund bills.
I'll make the motion to pay the road fund bills.
Good, this is in the amount of $21,488.45. Is there a second?
How much was that, 21?
21, I think, don't you have
I don't have it.
it? You don't, 21,488.45.
I'll second.
Seconded by Zorn.
And did West make the motion?
Yes.
Yes. Any questions? None? Good. Have the clerk call the roll on the payment of the road fund bills.
West,
Yes.
Zoe,
Yes.
Donnet,
Yes.
Jusana,
Yes.
Tracy.
Yes. And, let's see. Next item is the assessor's report. Tammy is not here. Daughter Riley is being sworn in as the Blackboy Township assessor this evening. And so Tammy wanted to be present. Yeah, the assessor's office has been busy finalizing the assessments, and we're waiting for the county to publish, which will be soon. So that's about all I know about the assessor's office. How about a road commissioner's report?
Well, first, I'd like to congratulate you on putting together a nice looking office.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
I think it
sir.
looks nice, so, good job.
Thank you.
No news on the highway department. We're waiting for a contractor, Builder's Asphalt to come in and pave. Waiting for Cam to come in and do some micro surfacing. We're waiting for Freeform to come in and paint the road stripes. So now we're moving on to start looking at replacing culverts for next year's road projects. So that's what we're cutting now. Got to get ahead of it, let it settle for a year.
Right.
And, that's it. I mean, we can't complain about the weather. So.
Has
We'll
it
wait for
snowed?
winter maybe to do that.
Hasn't snowed yet.
That's it. We're ready for it.
Leaves.
Oh, we got leaves first. Yeah.
We got leaves first. Any questions? Anything from the trustees?
Nope.
They're pondering.
Yeah, nothing.
We're pondering. Nothing.
Not this month.
And I don't see any public, so we don't have any public participation. I had the status of general assistance under old business. What I have decided to do is gradually, not all at one time, in order to avoid the significant pressure on the general assistance budget, to reduce the monthly benefit. Currently, the monthly benefit is, the maximum monthly benefit for general assistance is $816. So there is an overview of Township General Assistance, which we have shared with all of the general assistance clients, so that we will gradually reduce that benefit, so that by the time we end up at the end of the year, we will have gone from $816 to $550 as the maximum monthly benefit. So, any questions? Okay.
I had a question on the cover letter,
Yeah?
which I seem to have not printed out. Thank you.
Oh,
The assistance payment, if the assistance payment is insufficient to meet the applicant's entire need, the applicant must provide proof of the remaining balance being met through either their own funds or through assistance from other social service agencies. Does this say that if somebody needs $1,000, we only
Right.
supply 800, we don't give them the 800 unless they can show where the extra
Yes.
200 is coming from?
yes, because we're obligated to meet the need.
But
So that's why we have agencies like St. Vincent de Paul, Chapel Street, Salvation Army, United Way. Those we refer people there.
But if they don't pony up, we don't give anything?
Well,
How
we,
does that meet the need?
well, no, they can come up with their own money. If they want to come up with their own money. In other words, let's say that are applying for rental assistance and they need $1,300. Okay, we'll do 816. We say to the client, what are you gonna do to meet the rest of it? And we will refer you to these agencies, or how are you gonna do it? How are you gonna get some money from a relative, or how are you gonna do it?
And if they don't, what happens?
Then they don't get anything.
seemed to me to be the opposite of meeting the need. Let fulfill our duties.
Yes, the guidelines of general assistance are such that the general assistance is need-based. We must meet the need that is determined. Okay, so we can reduce, so in essence, we're reducing their need down to what we're able to provide. In some cases, it's less than what we, so in other words, we will have talked to, St. Vincent de Paul, Chapel Street, and they will say, okay, we have met with this person, and we will pay their entire rent, in which case we don't have to pay anything.
Let me look at it from a different viewpoint.
Okay?
If they owe $1,300, we can only give them $816, and they can't get the rest of it, and we give them the $816, they can't make that rent payment. What are they doing with the money then?
No, we don't give them the money anyway.
They don't?
Money is paid, rental assistance.
Okay.
All the assistance is paid the rental assistance is paid to the landlord.
Okay.
Utility assistance is paid to the city of Batavia or NICOR or whomever.
So if they can't come up with it, in a rental thing, so is the landlord going to say, okay, well, we'll take the $816 and...
Yes, that's another possibility. The landlord may say, okay, we're not going to evict you. We'll take $816 now.
Do we contact the landlord, or does the
Both.
You help find
Yep.
other funds too.
Yep.
The other question I have is that you're reducing the maximum monthly payment, but then the last sentence says that payment level may be adjusted in each individual case consistent with the applicant's need. Does that indicate that you could go over the
No, we could go
maximum?
lower.
Just lower.
Yeah, so that their need is, the city of Batavia is about to shut off their electricity. Again, what they need is $200. They're not going to pay more than $200.
Okay. But you're not going to pay more than $550.
Ultimately, yeah.
Okay.
It's whatever they need.
Any other questions about that? Let's see. I have under new business, one of the problems we have here is that we don't have a lot of things in writing. So I would like to put some of the township policies, in writing so that we all know what's going on. And I identified these, and there's a separate sheet where I started to work on it. These are things related to financial reporting, things related to payroll procedures, and things related to banking relationships and office rental, and the IMRF and health insurance benefits, credit cards, the website, phones and internet, and employment and personnel. So this is kind of a start to do that. What I'm suggesting we do is little by little is enshrine these things in a written policy. So I'm suggesting we look this over, ask questions, make suggestions. I mean, this in essence is kind of putting in words what we're doing, but nowhere does it appear in any official, policy document.
I think that's a wonderful idea.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay, so this is a kind of a start on it.
Awesome.
All righty.
Is this your only copy?
Any questions, suggestions, concerns? We're going to revisit this. I'm suggesting that we move the November Township meeting to November the 19th because the TOI conference has changed this year. Instead of Sunday through Tuesday, it's Monday through Wednesday. So that means, that's why I'm suggesting we move the November Township meeting to the third Tuesday, which would be November 19th.
Do we need a motion for that?
Sure,
Okay,
I'm sorry, what are you gonna move it to? November?
it's on the agenda. The November Township meeting from the second Tuesday,
I already had it. on
which would be November
19th.
12th, to Tuesday, November
Think of
19th.
the game.
I already had it on.
Hmm?
I didn't.
All right,
there
so
a
I'll make the motion that we move it to Tuesday, November 19th at 7 PM.
Okay, is there a second?
I'll second it.
Okay.
Any other discussion?
You gotta
If
publish-
not,
You gotta
then-
publish for that, Lee. You gotta Put it in the paper.
Yep. So let's have the clerk call the roll on that motion.
I'm sorry, I missed who made the motion. West?
Mr. West and seconded by Ms. Zorn.
I'm trying to find this on the agenda, it's not here.
Well,
That's okay.
it's
That's all right.
under, it's
Okay.
after 12. It says November Township meeting.
That's not, mine doesn't say it.
Your agenda doesn't say that?
No.
Well, you need a new agenda. You have a faulty agenda.
Okay, here comes the roll call. West,
Yes.
Zorn,
Yes.
Donnet,
Yes.
Tucson,
Yes.
Tracy.
Yes. Is there anything else to come before the Township Board? Oh, I know what I forgot to mention. Just as an update, where is it? We're progressing with the, our case with the Illinois Department of Human Rights. We have a fact-finding conference on October the 1st. And so, more attorney's fees, but I'm having a phone conversation tomorrow with our attorney to see, to plan what we intend to expect. What happens is that the Department of Human Rights says that the complainant and the respondent shall be present, and they may be represented by counsel. And then there's a whole set of rules governing how it's going to happen. On October the 1st.
Is Van gonna be there?
No, we're represented by Amundsen Davis.
They're gonna be there?
Yes, they're going to be there.
Is this the one that was supposed to happen a couple months ago?
No, that was the mediation. We've ended mediation.
Did we start it?
No, they never showed
They
up.
never showed up. So, and eventually this whole thing is going to be dead if people don't show up, and we will just spend a lot of money in legal fees.
Okay, thanks for the update. I think
Yeah.
we should move on.
Yep.
Okay, let's move on. Is there a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
I'm sorry,
Aye.
who seconded? You gotta raise your hand, guys. Okay.
You have to listen closely.
I do.
All those in favor of adjournment say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, the, whatever this month is, August meeting of the Batavia Township Board is adjourned. And we'll meet again in September.
Okay, excellent. Thank you for
Thank
watching.
you,
Come back next
BATV.
month.